Hey guys, Curtis Alexander. Can a weighted blanket actually help you sleep better? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. So I want to hop right into it. So for the last 6 months to a year, probably been pushing closer to a year, I've been using a weighted blanket. It was one we had originally bought. My son, he ended up not using it for whatever reason. I thought I'd try it. Bottom line for me is, yeah, I'm going to continue to use it. It has made a difference, but there is some science behind it. Want to talk about that, kind of give you the pros and cons because it's not all good. However, overall, very good thing. And then I'll talk about what to look for if you choose to get one. So first of all, there is a little science behind it. When you put that weight on you from a blanket that is that heavy, what you can get is a deep touch pressure. It's almost like the feeling you can get when somebody hugs you or holds you. It can actually activate your parasympathetic nervous system. Now, your parasympathetic is the opposite of your fight or flight. So you have your adrenaline, that's fight or flight. Your parasympathetic nervous system is just the opposite. Think of it as rest and digest and those sorts of things. So when you activate that, your heart rate can actually go down. Your breathing rate also goes down. You become more relaxed. Okay, that's the end result of what we're seeing. There's also some effects on hormones and neurotransmitters. So, for example, we can see an increase in serotonin, increase in dopamine, increase in oxytocin, okay, the binding hormone. We can see a decrease in the stress hormone cortisol, and we can also see an increase in melatonin. I'm not a fan of supplementing with melatonin, but to get it naturally, a weighted blanket appears to be a way to do that. There are some small studies looking at weighted blankets, and they have found that people with anxiety, insomnia, attention deficit disorder all benefited from trying a weighted blanket. Okay, now, like I said, there are some pros and cons. I'm just going to start out with the cons. They're generally not cheap. They can be expensive for some people. But I think what I always come back to is let's look at your return on investment. If it can help you get better sleep, sleep is one of the best things you can do for your health. Maybe you can get off sleeping pills, whatever it might be. You can save money, feel better. I definitely think the return on investment is well worth it. For me, it works. It's simple. You don't have to take anything. It's just you get into bed and it immediately, I think you're going to see an improvement in your sleep. It's generally recommended that you buy a weighted blanket that's at approximately 10 to 20% of your body weight. I don't know how scientific that is, but it's just a starting point, general recommendation. So I'll provide a link to the blanket I'm using. I'm not saying it's the best, the worst. It's just the one I'm using. I'm sure there's other ones out there. If there are, please let me know in the comments. Also, go to the link in the description and get the free checklist where I go over other natural therapies that I use. Some of those are also involved in my sleep regimen. So any rate, let me know in the comments, guys. Have you tried a weighted blanket? Did it help? Which ones do you prefer? That's helpful for me and other people that end up watching this video. So I appreciate your time. I will see you in the next one. Thanks.